on kind of like the spiritual development, right? So these can all be points, if you take them all together, that you can kind of see where you are. Like I heard that humility is just means knowing where you are and serving to the best of your ability, right? So on this path, there's no loss, and it's or diminution. So this is Bhagavad Gita 2:40. Neha bikrama nashosti pratyavayo na vijate swatapam api asya dharmasya trayate mahato bayat. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. And what is that most dangerous type of fear? Of taking... Death. No, but or actually, well, death, because death is going to happen, right? Yeah. But what would happen, what would be the most dangerous thing to happen after death? Coming back as... Yes. Yes, perfect, right? So death is, because like everybody that takes birth is it's the four things that always happen, right? Birth, old age, disease, and death. Like you can't stop that, yes. Right? So death is going to be there. But coming back as an animal, right? Is like, like Judge Bharat, right? He was like, right? Because of his, level of bhav, right? Krishna gave him this special ability to remember his, so he's like the one exception, right? He was able to remember like who he was in his previous, right? So he came back as a deer and he's like, no, right? But, okay, so Srila Prabhupada has a purport for this Bhagavad Gita 240. Material activities and the results end with the body, but work in Krishna consciousness carries a person again to Krishna consciousness, even after the loss of the body. At least one is sure to have a chance in the next life of being born again as a human being, either in the family of a great cultured Brahmin or in a rich aristocratic family that will give one further chance for elevation. That is the unique quality of work done in Krishna consciousness. And he carries what we have and preserves what we lack. So, in this Bhagavad Gita 9:22, it says, Anyas chintanyato mam yejanaha parju pashate tesham nitya biyuktanam yoga shenmam vami aham. But those who are always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. So that means that like any advancement, right? It saves us from the most dangerous type of fear. And also, if we get 1% advancement, next life we start at 2%. And so it's like there's nothing to fear. Everything is going to be amazing because like no matter what advancement we do, it's going to be there. Krishna's going to keep it forever in our spiritual bank account, which is the best type of bank account. Because, as we know, for anything material, comes into existence, stays for some times, creates a byproduct, dwindles, and disappears, right? So if we put our like, what's it called, faith, or what's it called, refuge, if we put a refuge in anything material, then we're going to end up being bewildered because it's going to go away. But if we put our refuge in Krishna, then it will always be there. And so one has to be 24/7, 24 hours a day, thinking of Krishna, serving Krishna. And how can we do that? Hearing, chanting, remembering, offering prayers, worshiping, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, rendering services, cultivating friendships, and surrendering fully unto the Lord. Okay, so now that was kind of like a little bit of what to do. But there is a couple more questions to answer: why, who, what, where, and how, right? So we got the why, which is because we could not stop serving. We have to go in some direction. And if we're not going towards Krishna, then we are probably going towards materialistic, right? And then who am I? Who is God? So that could always be something that we can do throughout the life. And in what state of being am I in? And we can use the maps to kind of cross-section that to see where we are. And then where is where are we? Where are we going? Like, and are we advancing, or what are we doing? Where are we preaching? Or are we? What kind of where are we going to do it? Right? It could be where to chant. Who knows? And then how is by chanting Hare Krishna. So that would be everything. And then, unfortunately, I wanted to end with the beautiful Shikshastika prayers, but I forgot that book. So because we were talking about humility for a little bit, right? And then Lord Chaitanya himself has written his 8 verses of Shikshastika, and I don't know if I have it memorized, but it's like Trinada Pi Sanechana Tara Api Sahisnuna, something like this. Like one who is in a humble state of mind, more tolerant than the tree, and more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, can always, in the humble state of mind, chant the name of the Lord constantly, right? And another thing is that about chanting constantly is that it could be on our own, as japa. It could be in a group, congregational chanting. Also, Srila Prabhupada has set up this beautiful system that we could do the full morning program and the evening program. It's called the spiritual sandwich. It's the best kind of food stuff. Because if we eat that spiritual sandwich every day, we're going to be nourished. Because we don't want to always just, as they say, the bird in the cage analogy, right? If we're thinking of ourselves as the body, and we're just simply washing our body and that's it, but we don't nourish the soul, then the bird is going to die, or the soul, right? So we have to do these programs to nourish our soul, and in that way we can make sure that we can, go on towards the direction that we want to go to, and at the time of death we can attain to that state of remembering Krishna. So the morning program is basically, there's different times of the day, right? And from 4 to 4:30 is the most auspicious time. And Srila Prabhupada set it up that during that time we do Mangalarti. It's the most auspicious. So we do Mangalarti, we greet the deities, we do Guru Puja, and 20 minutes Kirtan. Afterwards we read Srimad Bhagavatam, take Prasadam, and then during the day we might do some book distribution or go to work or whatever. Even if we go to work, we come back, we still have Gaura Arti, and then Bhagavad Gita class, and then seeing the deities again, beautiful deities, right? So these are all different ways that we can chant. So, and we can also chant just congregationally with our friends. And so basically, chanting is the way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so because I forgot the book and I thought it was going to be the most beautiful ending, I've got homework for everybody. Go read the first 3 texts of Shikshastika. And that's basically, it talks about the humility of chanting, or maybe even all 8. But that is really the way to get in the mood of chanting, is to read Shikshastika. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I think that is kind of and basically sum it up is what do we want? Animal consciousness or Krishna consciousness, right? Krishna consciousness. And so we can do that by chanting. Okay, so I guess that's it. Anybody have any questions or comments or corrections or constructive criticism? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, then let me just check really quick. No, you were about to say. Please say.
You spoke on humility. Humility is not a
Yeah.
Humility is something that I've recently heard from a Maharaj. He said, you can be for humility, yet be humiliated. And I pondered that a lot. Just that would be humiliated. That's the spirit, right? Humiliated. So we can take humility.
Mm. Mm.
How does that get your patience?
Well, I mean, like that's. I mean, you know. I mean, of course, he himself is, you know, a worshipable person. So of course that has every relevance. Thank you for sharing that. And I did find the conclusion of what Maharaj Bharat was saying. So here we go. Because his mind is full of material desire, the soul transmigrates to different bodies in this world to enjoy or suffer the pleasures and pains brought about by material activity. When one awakens to his spiritual consciousness, he sees that he has nothing to do with these things. The conditioned soul has to be free from the contamination of material enjoyment. Then he is forced to wander in different places and forms in this material world. Right? Those who desire freedom from the cycle of reincarnation must always associate with self-realized devotees of the Lord, like your Guru Maharaj. Only by doing so can one obtain the perfection of knowledge and cut to pieces the illusory association of this material world. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhaktivinoda. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Wonderful. You got so many chats and wow.
Right.
You did a lot of preparation.
I was trying.
Wonderful. But yeah, although I came later, but yeah, I got like you did a lot of preparation.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
His Sanskrit is very good.
Mm.
The Sanskrit words are very particular useful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. I'll go to Prabhupada. So yeah, it's 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm gonna go put my posters up and sure. Yeah. I accept. It's all kinds of stuff. our respectful basis are unto you, or servant of Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Dev, delivered in Western countries, which are filled with personal wisdom. So it's like actually from order of his scripture master, he brought it over here so that people like me and Rudy Glover can understand Krishna consciousness. And oh yeah, that one doesn't fit in there. Yeah. Yeah. But and so it's basically all of his mercy, right? It's beautiful, right? He's such a beautiful person. Yeah.
And you learn the Sanskrit very well. That's why I'm getting out of this. Your Sanskrit is very good.
Oh, I think it's really talking about that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, actually.
No, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
Yeah, yeah, so 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's not even. But when you think about it. Oh my God. Well, we have time to catch up before then. I wish you the best. Yeah. Namo Vishvadaya Krishna Sabdaya Shvadaya Bhaktivinoda Swami Namaste Shasvadaya Gauravani Bhaja Vishesha Shivani Vasadesha Jai Krishna Chaitanya Bhaktivinoda Shivya Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare. Shri Shri Shikshastaka, 8 verses written by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed his disciples to write books on the science of Krishna, a task which his followers have continued to carry out down to the present day. The elaborations and expositions on the philosophy taught by Lord Chaitanya are, in fact, the most voluminous, exacting, and consistent, due to the system of dislipic succession. Although Lord Chaitanya was widely renowned as a scholar in his youth, he left only 8 verses called Shikshastaka. These 8 verses clearly reveal his mission and precepts. These supremely valuable prayers are translated herein. Cheto darpanam ajaranam Bhav Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vijavadhu Jivanam Anandam Bhuti Vartanam Pratipadam Purnam Retasvadanam Sarvatmasnapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Glory to the Shri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge and increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Nam Nam Akari Bahudha Nija Sharva Shaktis Tatrar Pita Niyamitaha Smarane Nakalaha Itadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Idrisham Ihajani Nanuragaha. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benedictions to you living beings, and thus you have hundreds of millions of names. Thus you have hundreds of millions of names, like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all of your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction to them. Trinadapi sanechena, darorapi sahisnuna, amanina manadana, kirtaniya sadaharehi. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw on the street. Oh. I was going to turn it down a little bit. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in the humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw on the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer our respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Nadanamna janamna sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmane janmaneshvare bhavatad bhaktir ahutuki twai. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. Ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavam badho kripaya tava pada pankaja stita duli sadrasham vichintaya. O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Nayanam galad ashru daraya vadanam gadgada rudhaya gira palakir nichitam vapukara tava nama grahane bhavishyati. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? And when will hairs on my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? Yuga yatam nemeshena chakshusa pravishayatam sunya yatam jagat sharvam govinda virahaname. O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world of your absence. Aslisya va padaratam panastumam adarshanan marma hatam karotu va yata tata va vidhatu lampato matprana natastu sha'eva naparaha. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipable Lord, unconditionally. Shri Shikshastaka ki Jai. Yeah, let's do some Nam Sankirtan. You want to? Yeah. I'm really feeling yeah. Oh, I don't know how to do this.
I can do.
You wanna?
Yeah, I can sing, if you can follow.
Oh, you wanna
do Kirtan?
You wanna do Nam Sankirtan?
No, just Hare Krishna.
Okay, then let me do this really quick, and then we can do Hare Krishna. Okay?
Please
Yeah.
do.
Hari Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita. Hare Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath. Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath. Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das. Yes. Echai Goshakori Charanabandan. Jaha Hote Bignanas Abhista Puran. Echai Gosaja Muritaridas. Tasabara pada renu mora panchagras. Tadera charana sebi bhakti sane bas. Sebi bhakti sane bas. Janame hoy e abilas. Echa gosa jabe braja koila bas. Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Koila Prakash. Anande Bolo Hare Bhaja Brindavan. Shri Guru Vaishnava Padi Mai Jayaman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Koryash. Naratam Das Kore Namatan Kirtana. Oh, I have it backwards there. Yeah. Okay, take it away. Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking that I have to do the understood.
You don't want to do it? What change in last
You,
one second?
you want to do Kirtan with me?
Yeah,
Would you like to follow?
yeah.
You want to play Karta?
I don't know if I can, but
Okay. How to tighten this?
the tightness right here.
Oh, that is tight.
You see, is it tightened? Is it loud enough?
Hare Krishna.
Loud enough?
Or we can do it like more closer.
No, I mean, is it
Hare
loud-
Krishna.
Is it loud enough?
You tell me. You tell me.
I'll do it.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada ki. You want to do?
You
want to play Mercy Marti? I want to sing Mercy.
Oh, okay. I cannot do like this. Okay. Namaste Narasingaya Pralada Lada Daine Hiranyakashipur Vakshaya Shila Tanka Nakalaye Ito Neshinga Parato Neshingo Yato Yamitato Neshinga Bahir Nishingo, Hiryate Nishingo. Nrsimhamadim Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Abhuta Shringa Galita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavajita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gora Hari Bol. Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Nitya Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol.
You became calmer after getting second initiative. Calm.
he definitely cut. That's how it's so smooth.